So I have been busy. It's Tuesday now. I have 7,550. I've been doing the firewood job. I've been doing the septic tank job, all sorts of stuff. But the good news is I do have a couple more parts. Okay, you'll notice some things here have changed quite a bit. I cleaned up most of the driveway, and I threw all of that crap in here. So these are all of our parts, and I did sift through them. I know some people were like, oh, you want to hang on to that, hang on to that. So I did. But yes, I did get this ad. It had the pressure plate in it, which I needed really bad. I also went through a few more of those RNG boxes, and I was able to get a fan. So that finally came through. We'll have to see how the build goes. But we're going to finish that stuff up on the engine today, and then we will start the suspension build. We'll see how many parts we have for the suspension, and we'll go from there. We do have another rear light to put on. I only have one shroud so far, but there's the fan that I've been waiting to get. I have a couple clutch cables, and I also did get this. Somebody said, don't throw out the Brake Master cylinder because this one has a booster on it. It's a bigger one than the one that's actually in the car. As you can see, that's a much smaller one. So I did save that, and we will be swapping those out as well. But here is the pressure plate. Finally showed up in a random ass box. But we have everything we need to put the whole clutch together, which is great. And I tidied up the entire garage. It's no longer a giant mess. Things have a place now. So we can actually kind of, build this car without crap laying everywhere. Here's all the suspension parts I have so far, and we need more. But we're going to start this off by opening up the loot boxes, baby. You know it. I think we're going to go historical inspection. So I'm going to build the car out the best I can. I have been gathering more parts. I do have this, okay? Because somebody said, oh, hey, don't throw out those seats because they match your interior to the car. And they were absolutely correct. You'll see the car, the VIN says it's a white car with a cream interior, which you can see right here. So if we have all those parts now that are, matching this interior, we might as well hang on to them. I also hate that door, and I did come across another door. That's one thing you'll notice in this game is that, man, you get a lot of duplicates of doors. It's kind of insane sometimes. So I do have this door that has that, but it's a black door, but we can always paint those, of course. But we might just go with that and build this car straight up for historical, which means you have to build it to the VIN specs. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's open this box up. Let's see what's in here. Anything good? I am so sick of waiting for parts. Oh my God, what did we get? What did we get? We got a dash bottom cover. Okay, I don't think we have one of these. I don't think I have one of those yet. Heater hose bottom, already have that. Exhaust pipe front, already got that. More springs, I don't really care about. We have so many springs. Another pressure plate. Of course, now they just fall out of the woodwork. I swear, dude. It never fails. Pipe front. It took forever to get a pressure plate. And then now all of a sudden we're getting them. Is there anything in this box? There is, okay. Didn't realize it. Oh, more crap. All right, beautiful. We got a fender. Don't care about that so much. What are you? Another thermostat and clutch cable I don't care about. Yeah, getting a lot of duplicate crap that I don't need. This one is another dead box to me. Sweet. Let's go on to the next one here. And we got this box full of crap. What are you? Oh, something big fell out of there. Something big. Another instrument panel. Don't care about that. A rear seat backrest. Oh, yeah, it's another rear seat. Column shroud, right. Oh, we got the other column shroud. Nice. Okay. We have two of the rights. We only need one. Already have a wiper motor assembly. So we needed that part. We needed that part. Don't really care about the rocker itself. Yeah, so that was just another dud. These are RNG boxes, so they're random number generator boxes. So they're just random. Let's see what's in this one. Anything good? Something big fell out of there, as usual. Oh, we got headers. Decent headers. Definitely want those. A heater box. I don't think I had one of those either. A dashboard for the 18th time. Rear shock absorber. I think we have enough of those already. We'll see. Another automatic pedal box I don't need, and a manual gearbox 5-speed I already have. Wow. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. Go on to the next one. What we got here? Oh, okay. Got a exhaust pipe rear. I think we already have that. Another boot lid. That one is interesting. It's got a bigger spoiler on the back, doesn't it? Oh, it's the Bungarus one. Yeah, that's an interesting looking spoiler. Another parcel shelf, but not the color I need. Brake master cylinder is small, don't need it. Another wiper motor assembly I don't need, and a gear lever. This one has a white ball on it. I want to keep that one. Hang on to that one. That's kind of cool. It's different, you know. Post package this one. Let's see what we got in here. Oh my heavens. All right, more crap. Another boot lid we don't need. Another timing belt I don't need. A headlight assembly I don't need. And that was it in that box? Oh my God. Yeah, not a great haul by any means, but you know what? We're just kind of rolling with it. What's this? Another pressure plate. I swear this game is trolling me, dude. I swear it's trolling me with the pressure plates. Stop. We didn't get them before, now we get them all the time. Rear lower control arm. Any of these suspension parts, I'm just gonna set over here so we can make tails of it. I have 2 car radios. I do not need a third. I don't need another fuel tank either, nor rear plates, and a steering shaft we already have. More junk we don't need. Let's open up this. Yep, see, this is the reason why I put these grates in here. Which it's a really cool mod. You get them, you can paint them if you want to. But you can tell it where you want them to spawn. I had them spawn here at the house back at the compost pile. You pull them out and they have to go in a certain order. So like you can't put that one in there, that one there, or whatever. They have check marks, kind of like parts. But the reason why I decided to go with this mod was because this car is getting shoved around every time I, you know, save the game, load the game, and I had it sideways down in the actual pit. And it was just damaging the whole side of the car. So I got sick of that, and we fixed the problem. So we don't have to worry about that happening anymore until that gets fixed. We'll see once we get wheels on this thing if it still moves around. I don't know. It might. It might not. All right, so clutch pressure plate. Let's start putting this thing together. I think we put the flywheel on first. Yep, flywheel goes on first. We'll open you up. What we need. I don't remember what these are. Are these 12s? It might be 12s. Yeah, they're 12s. Okay. Let's go ahead and put those in. All right. Now I put the clutch in and the pressure plate goes in, and that should be correct. Looks like it is. Looks like it is to me, but will it let me put it on there? That's the question. Yes. There it goes right there. All right. What do you take? 8s? I think it was 8s last time. Perfect. Let's bolt this thing in. And now we'll have most of the transmission complete now. All right, that is good to go. Let's put the fan on finally. What were those? Were those 8s as well? Maybe they're 8s or they're 7s. I don't remember. Oh, they are 8s. Okay, cool. Back them out. I don't think you have to take the alternator belt off for this. I think you just back these out, put the fan on. I'm hoping at least it's gonna be that easy. Come on, please, 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 please. Yes. Okay, good. I was about to say, I don't see why you would have to take this whole thing apart for a fan, but at least we have a fan and we have a pressure plate. It pretty much finishes off the engine itself. Let's put the other rear light in. Why not? You're gonna go back here. Yep, pop you in, pop the boot lid open, and do you take an 8 or are you a 7? I can't remember. Oh, it is. Nice. All right, we have the other taillight in the car now, finally. All right, wonderful. Let's continue on. And we have the column shroud right. Put that over there. I think I have the other one on the, actually, yeah, we'll put it on the shelf. We're trying to keep things a little organized in this place because it was a disaster before. Although I've seen some nightmares from other YouTubers. Like, actual nightmares that I cannot believe. Dash bottom cover, nice. We need to put that in today as well. But I think we're going to take the whole thing off to put in the ventilation stuff. But maybe not. Oh, exhaust headers. So these are GT headers, and we will not be putting these on until later on when we start modifying the car, because we want to pass the inspection for historical, and it is a base model. So we're going to keep the base manifold on there. Let's get the old floor jack out and make this a little bit easier on ourselves here. We're going to start on this side of the car, and then we'll work on the left side later. We'll put this under here first. There you go. Get underneath there like that. That's good enough for now. That'll get it up in the air so we can actually see what we're doing. Front upper control arm, we're going to need 2 of those. Front link right. There's that. What else we got here? Rear. Steering shaft, don't need that. Don't need that. Front lower control arm, we'll need 1 for that side. All right, and for the other side, we'll do that later. So this is all we have for right now, which is not all the parts, but we have an upper and a lower, so we should be able to put these on at least. Okay, where are you gonna go? Right there? Yes, you are. So I've actually had a my winter car and a my summer car project in my life. When I was 16, I had a 1978 Olds Tornado that I changed out a whole transmission and also the radiator on. And then I had a 1977 Olds Tornado, and that one I had to rebuild the whole front end. So this brings back those memories, and I've actually worked on these cars in the dead of winter in Missouri, which is nothing like here in Finland, but it was god-awful. A lot of screaming and cussing. I don't think my mom knew I could cuss that much until I was working on that car. But yeah, I have been through this stuff before, but I'm not a mechanic. I just followed, a Haynes manual, so that's kind of my wheelhouse when it comes to working on cars. But now that I've gotten older, I don't really work on my cars too much anymore. I don't. Just take them in. It's a 14. Damn, dude. Okay. Well, 14 it is. Yep, right there. Nice. And you take 2 14s. So we'll put you in, and we'll put you in. Perfect. All right, wonderful. I have 2 234s, some 300s. We'll do 234s in the front, and we'll do 300s in the rear. I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, there it is. Okay. I have to get it in the right spot. What brake assembly do I have? I think I only have 1. I'm pretty sure I only have 1 brake assembly for the front. It's this one. It's the front left. I don't have a front right brake assembly. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God, dude. Oh, we're going to have to get more parts. We're going to have to order more parts to finish this suspension out for these stupid things. Well, I guess we're going to keep working on as much as we can on the right side. There it is right there. Okay. Oh, it was down there. Okay, that's the lower. The upper is the one that's at the angle that comes back, so they meet in the middle for the most part. We'll see. Let's do the lower first, though, so we don't get ahead of ourselves. What kind of bolts do you take? 13, where are you at? Right there? Yeah, that's you. You're the only one that I needed. Okay, sweet. Upper control arm right here. Nailed it. Okay. Yeah, it's like at that angle. It's kind of strange, and it takes the 15. There we go. Yep, right there. And there's nothing else for that guy. All right, so that's good. Why are you being difficult? Oh, I saw it a second ago. There it is. Man, that thing was finicky. All right, we got a spring in there now. So I think we're going to be able to finish out the rear suspension at least once we drop this guy down. Drop you down. We'll move you to the other side. Let's get this thing off the ground. There we go. That's good enough for me. Let's start building this thing out. Now, perhaps you need the 300 in the front for the engine and the 234 in the rear. I'm not really sure about that. We can always swap springs out later. It's not that big of a deal. There it is. Got that one. Awesome. That's the one that needs the 13. We have a 15 on right now, so that's the upper. Let's put the upper in, and then I'll go over and get the other one I need. There we go, right there. We know we have this at least is done. All right, that one's in, so let's get the 15 now. I'm going to bring my ratchet set over with me, too. There it is. It's a 13 on the bottom. Okay. There's 15 on top. which is weird. I thought we already had that one in the top, but yeah, it was a 15 on top, 13 on lower. I'm a dummy. There we go. All right, we got a spring in there now. Wonderful. I think we can put the whole back end on it now. This guy, the whole rear axle should be able to attach now. Let's see. There it is. Look at that. We got a whole rear end now. Oh my God, this thing is just losing its mind. Let's bring this floor jack down if we can. And push this thing over. There we go. Back where we got it from. So this is based on the 70s model Ford Taunus. Now there's some people that say it's the Cortina, and I've looked at the Cortina as well, but it's way more of a Taunus than a Cortina. The only difference is the headlight assembly throughout the years. But we have a 73, but all of the models seem to have the round headlights in this game. A standard, B standard, lowered standard. Okay, so standard is 6.5 in the front, 6.5 in the rear, so it doesn't really matter. A standard stiffened to 5.5 in the front, a 6.5 in the rear. Page 44, spring sizes right here, 4.5 all the way to 7.5 is the aftermarket rally spring. We can put the same in the front and the rear. It doesn't really matter. All right, let's eat our grilled sausages. It's gonna make us nice and happy. Oh yeah, here's Dingus, my cat. By the way, I forgot to say I got this. When I saw this mod, I was like, this has to happen. It's a Tuxie baby. Dingus, and it's absolutely a fat shit cat. It is massive, but I forgot he spawns in the bathroom whenever I spawn in the game. I've been putting him in the garage while I'm working, so I have a companion to hang out with. Let's open this up. I'll show you where Dingus has been hanging out is over here on the sandbags. So hang out right there, Dingus. There you go, like that. Move you over this way. There you go. Yeah, Dingus hangs out right there. That's where Dingus lives. It's definitely a quality of life mod for the game, so you have a companion you can talk to. Kind of like Wilson, you know? The popular vote is that the higher springs are going to go in the front. Oh my God, close the damn door. Higher springs are going to go in the front, and then the lowers are going to go in the rear. So let's do it. Let's swap them out. Okay, the rear is on the car. Wonderful. We can do the front now, so that's good news. Do I have any more front uppers? I don't think I do. I don't think we do. I think we're going to be running into some issues there with suspension parts. We're going to have to order more. I only have this one. That is it. And that's not enough. That is definitely not enough. It indeed is a 14. All right. So the lower control arm is on there now. Let's go ahead and put this down. We just need more parts. That's the problem. We need more parts. So no matter how we squeeze it, we have to order more. Which we'll have to go into town, get another classified newspaper ad. All right, master cylinder. The old one is off. This one has a booster on it. It'll be a lot better for the car. But I don't know if this is going to matter when it comes to the actual, again, when it comes to the inspection. If we have to have that. Is that a GT part? I don't know. It doesn't tell you. There's the last one right there. All right. Probably going to take a big bolt in the back, I have a feeling, for this rear end. This one right there? Yep, it was. It was a 15. Probably on both sides, I would imagine. There we go. Wonderful. There are 4 bolts. We just got to find the other ones. Is that one? These in the middle. Yep. Those right there. Same thing on that side. Yep, there it is right there. All right. All 4 are in, so the rear end is now in the car. Have some shocks over here. Front shocks, not rears. Do I even have any rear shock absorbers? It does not look like we do. We do not have any rear shocks at all. I'm gonna go look at the pile outside. Now I have a rear axle EB, so I think I have an EA in there. This is an EB. I'm not sure what the difference is, but we're just going to set this down right here. I'm not getting rid of that yet. All right, I have more. Oh, an ignition coil. Where did? Oh, that fell into the group of crap over there. We need this. You kidding me? That is a definite keeper. This is why we go through all of our parts. But yeah, I guess we're going to keep this boot lid. just in case we needed to pass inspection. Again, I really don't know if that is required to pass it. Because some people said online that you're able to pass the inspection with anything right now. So that's a possibility. Wake up, buddy. It's time to go to Fleet's house. Time to go to Fleet's. Drop everything off. All the crap we have outside. We do have one rear shock absorber, so we just need one. Oh, the car moved yet again. Yet again, it has moved. Oh, I saw it. There it is. Got that shock in there. What do you take? It's a 13. There it is. Okay, you're in there. And you have one up here? Or no? Yep. There we go. All right, so that shock is in there for the rear. We just need one more shock. That's it. This car gets moved around one more time, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. Let's fire up the Kekmet. So the new textures that I have, you get better trees. The trees look a lot better than they did before. You have like some snow on top of the Gifu, and you have snow on top of the Kekmet and on the tires. And that's the coolest thing is the road textures are a little bit different now. It's just, they're different textures. I don't think that's gonna ride back there. I gotta move that. I hear the train, I hear the train. This is why we look both ways. This is why we look both ways. You don't just assume. Well, I usually just send it, but we have all that back there today. I am not risking it, dude. I believe my unemployment benefits have been working again. I had money in the bank last time I checked. So I think we got unemployment again, so we're not gonna lose the apartment. For now. For now. Doesn't mean it'll be like that forever, but I need to get the ad mailer job so we can just do that when we, go on trips. I guess it's not that bad to make a little money on the side, but that money will go into the bank as well. All right, we made it here to the shop. All we have to do is just back up to that red container and chuck all the stuff in, and he'll give us money inside on the countertop in an envelope. Here, plate, put that in there. And column shroud right. I think that's it. I think that's everything that we had. Yep. That is all. Let's see how much we actually made off of that haul of scrap crap. Hello. How much did we make today off of that crap? You gonna throw that money on that table, please? I scrapped it all for you. We made 50 mark off of that. Good God. Useless prices. That wasn't even worth the trip down here in fuel. Yeah, so they clearly want you to use the flea market. And we'll do that in the future, but I just wanted this whole pile of crap out of my house. So yeah, you can look at the price market on television and all that stuff. You can look at the weather and you can look at the price of scrap. But I just wanted it out of the house. I wanted it out of the way, and that's what we did. Got rid of it all today. All right, we made it back to the house. Now, I just paid these bills, so we shouldn't have any bills to pay, but we're gonna test to see if it's just that ridiculous. Because it has been recently where I'm just constantly paying, oh yeah, constantly paying for stuff. This one's the phone company. 140 mark, all right, well that wasn't so bad. We gotta go into town for some groceries and the classified ads and yeah, all that stuff. All right, Dingus, you can get in. You can get in now. There you go. You gonna ride with the diesel? We'll put the diesel in the back. Diesel rides in the back. Dingus, you get the front seat. If we have a seatbelt, I'd put it on you, but I don't think I can put a seatbelt on you. No, they won't let you. You just hang out right there. Okay, we are good to go, right, buddy? Yes, we are. Oh, looks like cousin wrecked his truck today. Should we help him out? Should we help him out, Dingus? Okay, we'll help him out today. Just this once. Hang on, I'll be right back, Dingus. Hold on, another car's sliding down the damn road. Which way are you trying to go, dude? Which way are you trying to go? Go that way? There you go. Push on the right front. You better be going where I'm going. That way, it'll make more sense here. There you go. Don't smash the gas, you dumbass. We just about had it. We just about had it without you doing that. Don't do that. Don't smash the gas. I'm going to push from the left rear down the hill. That's what we're going to do. That'll get him in the right spot, hopefully. There you go. Slide him that way. Slide him that way. Get up the hill. There you go. Should be good now. Can you get up the hill or no? Push this way. There you go. Just push him that way. Perfect. Look at that. We don't get a thank you or nothing. What the hell is this? Oh, another car stuck. I was like, what is that? A person on the ground? Is the bus stuck today? No, the bus is not stuck. That is actually quite a miracle. All right, we made it here to the PSK. So that's where we're going to be. That's snow? I think that was a snowflake I saw. Is it snowing? Maybe not. Oh, it is. Just flurries right now. Yeah, there's a couple flurries, but it's not snowing, sadly. Now we got to pick up some milk for Dingus. And we got sausages for us. 8 of them, couple pizzas, get some macaroni. Although I did want to pick up some charcoal so we can try to grill our sausages on an actual grill instead of on the stove. This will pick up a battery. Pick up some fluids we're gonna need. Let's get some oil. Let's get some coolant. Classified ads. All right, anything here? Yep. We got electric company to pay, only $162, not bad. We've really cut it down. And phone. All right, bills are paid over here. God, it seems like you're paying bills constantly in this game, man. Constantly paying them. It was electric and it was phone. If you're wondering, Dingus. But we're good. Let's go home. I got you some milk at the PSK. Well, if we had bills at that place, we might have them here today. I thought we just looked, though, but you never know. I swear if there's any bills in here. And there is. And I'm right. Phone company. 268? That's just insane, man. That is insane, Dingus. 268 marca. It's a fun little trip into town. Let's close up shop. Yep, my guy's falling asleep anyway. He's done with this day. Good morning, Dingus. How'd you sleep? Good? Yep. You look like you did. Well, I'm gonna make some phone calls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes ordered. All right. You're just still chilling in there. I'm gonna get something to drink. You know what? Maybe we're gonna take these out and we'll take that out and swap that left door so we don't have that god-awful caution tape to look at anymore. All right, we have the tan rear seats all completely installed and the tan in the front was starting to match, and we changed out this door. It's now black, but it doesn't have that god-awful caution tape look on it anymore, so that goes outside now to the junk pile. Oh, nope, had it for a second. There it is, got it. But what does it take? That is the question. You are probably a 7. Yes, you are. Wonderful. It goes in. This thing, the fresh air duct, I don't know where that goes. I don't think we use that. I think we use the heater box for that. Phone ringing again. Phone ringing again. Yep. Another sewage job. Sweet. Sewage, firewood. That's going to bring some money in. There it is. Good God, that thing was a pain in the ass to get in there. But we got it. What do you take, huh? There's the bolt right back there. It's not what I got in my hand, though. I'll tell you that. It's an 8. It's an 8. All right, one there. All right, you go in like this. Yes, you do. And what do you take? It takes a screwdriver. Imagine that. Screw that guy in there. I'm sure there's another one on this side. There it is right there. All right, so that guy's in. Now I can put the shrouds on this thing. Is it one big 14? I can't remember if it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, you come on out. That comes off. I'll swap you out for the original steering wheel, which I put on up here. That one right there. Boom. All right, now put that in all the way. All right, you're ready for the shrouds. There we go. Column shroud right and column shroud left on this side. Aha, the steering wheel was in the way. Okay, well that makes sense, I suppose. It was a 8 the entire time. All right, Dingus, make room. Make room. We won't sleep very long, but we'll sleep a little bit. Might die actually from hunger, I don't know. That's why I didn't want to sleep originally. Oh God, that's not good. It's daylight. That's really not good. I did not expect that at all. Out of the way, idiot. Out of the way, idiot. My God, that guy. About had a head-on crash with him. I'm just trying to get home before I die of hunger. Hang in there, buddy. Run. Eat a pizza. Eat another pizza. Eat some macaroni. There you go. Drink. Like you've never drank before of water. Oh my God, we did it. Oh my God, we did it. All right, all right. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hello. Ooh, firewood again. Nice. Deliver them anytime. Okay. Making some money. Making some money. So, it is Monday now. I did get the parts, for the most part, to finish this damn suspension, but this has been so much grinding. And I have seen people that have just, you know, had a long, long road when it comes to building this car, the parts. But yeah, I mean, we just took all that scrap to the fleets, and now we got a whole nother pile of crap I don't even need. A lot of duplicate parts, but the good news is that I did get some of the suspension parts that I needed, and hopefully this thing won't skate around in my garage anymore when we're trying to work on it. I actually got 2 rear shock absorbers. I have another one over there as well. And we're gonna need those fronts today to finish off the front suspension, but let's do this one thing at a time. Get this right there is fine. Let's jack this thing on up so we can get that on there, and then get a tire on this thing eventually, so we don't deal with this thing flying around on us constantly. You know, that would be nice. Okay, let's try to find out where you're gonna actually, oop, right there. Perfect, okay. And you are a rear, so I think you're going to be something big. It's a 13, it's a 13. Okay, good. Good to know. 13 for this guy. One up there as well. All right, cool. I think we've got all those in now. Yep. So the whole rear is pretty much done. Pretty much done. We can put a tire on that thing soon. But let's go ahead and just work on the front. Front upper control arm. Come on, come on, come on. You know you want to go in there. Oh, there it was. There it was. Okay, cool. And you, I remember last time it was like a big one. It was like a 14 or something. Is it a 14? I know it was not the biggest one, but it was close. Yes. Okay. It is. These are giant bolts that are going in here. There we go. Nice. Love to see it. Well, now we can get our springs. We have the heavy springs we're putting in the front. Remember these 300s we're going to be putting in. Now we are ready for the brake assembly itself. So the front left brake assembly should go in like that. What are you going to take? Let's get these over here. Is it a 12? Maybe it's not a 13, it's a 12. Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Oh, God, that thing moved very violently. Is there 2 of them? Yes, there is. Okay. Those are on there. I'm trying to figure out what that one is. That's probably for the link, right? Yeah, it's going to be for the link or something. Front shock absorber time. All right, let's throw you over there. And you over here. We'll get that side later. Let's get these things in first. There we go. Man, that was a pain. It is going to be probably what we already have, I think is what it was. Is it? Yes. All right. Got a 12 from last time. Is it just the 2? It might be the 2. Should be 2 8s is what it says on this manual on the bottom part of the shock absorber. My God, what is your problem, dude? Where's it at? There it is. They're hiding in there. There's 2 of them. There we go. 2 of those. Cool. They were pretty much near each other for the most part. And then we'll remember that for the other side when we do that. All right, so that's done. Nice. I think we're ready for the front link. Left. Yep. Oh, there we go. Man, that thing was a real pain to find. Okay. Let's see. Are you... Let's try what we already have. Is it a 12? A lot of these parts are kind of the same, aren't they? Oh, I didn't have a 12 on me. That's why. It's probably a 12. Yep. That's good. Is it this one? Are you a 12? No. Aha! There it is right there in the front. I had one 12 in there. What are the other ones? Are they like a 11 or something smaller? Yeah, it's 11. Dang, quit moving around on me. What are you doing to me here? All right, those are good. And then maybe this one finally goes attaching. Yes. All right, the whole front is done. I cannot believe it. It is done. You need the steering shaft now. Where's that at? This the guy right here? Where do you go? Right there. Okay, and what are you? Are you a 6? You're not a 7. Oh, I think it is. All right. Is it just the one there? And then I think that's it. I don't see anything else. Oh, we can see it right here. There it is there. Yeah, it's just one bolt. That's kind of strange. We're ready to put wheels on this side. I cannot believe we're at this stage. We're putting tires on our car. It feels so surreal. There we go. And these are probably big, aren't they? This is probably the biggest one, right? Probably just the biggest one, maybe. It's not a 14. Yep, it is. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Put these guys on. I can't believe we have wheels on this thing. This is so cool. Oh, what a journey this has been. We need to go up higher. Need to go up higher. A little bit higher. We're about to fall off the jack here. I know we're about to fall off the jack. You don't like it. Can we move the actual floor jack itself? Let's bring it down. Okay. Let's move you under here. There we go. That should be enough to get this one on. Let's hope. Yep, and it was. All right, you go on. Then we get to work on the left side next. So we actually have 2 tires on this guy now. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. Let's put it down. There we go. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. All right, we are ready to put this one together now. One right there and one right there. All right, that thing's in. Shock absorber is next. Yep, right there. That's a 12 there. And then the ones at the bottom, that was the different ones, right? Were you the 8s down here hanging out? Yes, you were. There's one there and one right there. There it is. That's the 12. And then we had the 2 11s, I think. It's those and those as well. I think it was an 11. This one right here. Yes, it was. I was like, what are you doing? All right, so you're 11. You're in now. I was like, we forgot one bolt. All right, I think we're ready to put tires on this thing. I do. We're going to have this thing sitting on all 4 tires finally. That is just the only thing I really wanted to get done, to be honest with you. And we're finally going to be able to do it. Maybe. Just maybe. Does this have to go up higher? Okay, it goes on that one. I'm wondering if I'm forgetting something in the back. I might be. Let's just tighten these down for now, and then we'll see what's going on in the rear. I might have forgotten one step on that right rear to where it didn't want me to put a tire on it. Oh, there was nothing wrong. I just had to have it at a perfect angle. Turns out. I was like, did I forget a step? Nope. It was just finicky. All right, last wheel is on. So this thing has a suspension now. We should be able to put that engine in soon enough. We can let this thing down finally. Not that. That's that, yeah, we need that thing. You, let it down. There we go. It's sitting on its own suspension finally. I cannot believe it. All right, the car doesn't jitter around like crazy anymore. I'm gonna try to install this engine on the motor mounts, and then we'll be ready to remove those covers eventually and start working on the transmission. Let's make sure this thing's all the way up, and it is. Okay, let's start bringing you forward here. Let's be very careful. I do not want a engine flying off and destroying things if we don't have to. All right, kind of working. Let's bring it back a little bit further. Just a little bit. There you go. Doesn't have to be a lot. Be butted right up against that radiator fan, that's for certain. And there we go. All right, let's bring it on down. Nice and easy. That's where that thing's just about there. I think I have an air cleaner out in that pile of crap I need to get to. The air cleaner that goes on top. Yeah, we need to do that. But let's get this this thing mounted if we can. Needs to go down a little bit more until we get the bolt to show. There's the bolt right there showing up. I just went down one pump on that handle. One pump. All right, we got to find out what that is. It's probably big. It's a 12. Okay. All right, we got one side in. There we go. That is a 12. And it is mounted. Engine is mounted now. Yeehaw. Now we just need the 10s to remove those little guys out of there. Back it on out. There you go. And then the other side. Right there, maybe. Is that the one? Yep, that was it. It was just behind that timing cover. Okay, so that means that the car is now... Yep, the engine's now in the car officially. Beautiful. Yeah, I have this stupid air cleaner now. Where do you go? Right on top. Okay, and what are you going to take to install? So just the one. Might just be that one that goes in there for that thing. I mean, that would make sense. It doesn't take a whole lot, you know. But it was just getting the angle right. All right, we have an engine. I mean, it's not wired up or anything, but it's getting there for sure. And it's sitting on its own suspension. I think that that is a giant win. It's been a lot of grinding to get these parts, and we don't have everything yet. All right, let's go. Of course, it is nighttime still out here. And look at all this crap. It was so clean before. It looked so nice. And now it's just a mess. Everywhere you look's a mess. Ay, 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 ay. Let's say goodnight to Dingus. Good night, Dingus. Yes. Have a good night, Dingus. If you want to see more of my winter car, check out this video. We finished the engine build all the way up to the moment we put it on the hoist and all that, even though we were missing the air cleaner.